Alright guys, Wednesday, September the 27th, just coming up to 6:40 on Wednesday evening. And I thought I'd just do a little make work project tonight. We're going to work on stripping the boot lid. So we've got to remove some hardware. We've still got the latch attached, we still have the inner structure attached, and we still have the enamel badges attached. Not properly, it looks like those are taped on the back. Should have these little nylon holders. I feel like that one there is correct, and these are obviously not correct. They look like they've been masking taped on here. That's what they should look like. Anyway, we'll remove those enamel badges from the trunk lid. We'll remove the handle. And we'll take a few still photographs of these old stickers just for reference, just for fun, just to add to the history of the car. Since they're going to be stripped shortly. Anyway, they were kind of cool stickers. Anyway, soon to be gone. So that's the objective for tonight. We're going to get the stripper out and we're going to do a chemical strip on this. I just have the TR6 pushed out halfway out of the garage. We're going to be careful not to sling any of that around. Don't want to start eating paint on the TR6, but I'm too lazy to push it all the way out. Actually, I've got enough room here, so I'm not too concerned about it. If I was grinding in here, then the TR6 would be all the way out on the driveway, but we're just going to carefully apply some stripper and scrape it off, and we'll probably have to do a few coats. So we'll throw the TV on out here. We've got a choice of either a baseball game tonight or a hockey game. So when hockey starts, I know it's still preseason, but when hockey starts, you know that the winter is coming. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll get to removing all that hardware, and we'll be back shortly. Alright, one last look of the paint left on the trunk lid, and the top side of the trunk lid. I'm sure this car has been resprayed already anyway, so it's not the original paint. But anyway, we're about to give it the first coat of stripper. So this will soon be down to bare metal, we hope, and we're also hoping that we don't have any surprises under this paint. That's primarily why I'm wanting to do this tonight, just to see how good a shape or bad a shape this trunk lid's in. Well, I've got the first coat of stripper on, and I'm having a hard time finding any primer under this paint. I do see some filler, but I see no primer, which is kind of interesting. So anyway, we'll keep the panel wet, and we'll give it a scrape down after it's done its magic. Alright guys, just a quick update. We're making progress on the top side of the bonnet, or the trunk lid, and starting to work on the rear side of it. So I think we're going to stop there for tonight. We do need to probably get the DA out shortly. Anyway, we've got a little bit more work to do here. Quite a bit of Bondo, fairly thick Bondo here on the back edge. So we'll get that straightened away tomorrow. Anyway, we'll put this away for tonight, and then we'll get back out here tomorrow. That'll be my last day of vacation, so we'll get this, at least the exterior of this boot lid finished up and looking good. Alright, good morning guys. Thursday, September the 28th, and we're just coming up to 10:15 in the AM. Chilly out here this morning, only about 14 degrees Celsius, so a big change from a couple days ago when we're at 40 degrees Celsius weather with the Humidex down to 14 degrees Celsius, so getting pretty fall-like out here. Anyway, we're back on the trunk lid this morning, and we're going to finish off where we left off, at least on the top side. We're going to break out the DA. You can see we got some fairly thick Bondo here to contend with, so we're going to get out the DA and probably the angle grinder, and we'll knock the rest of that paint off this side, and then we'll flip it over and we'll continue to strip the other side. So far I haven't seen anything that's horrible, which is a good thing, so hopefully it continues along that way. Anyway, we'll do that, and I'll flip you over and show you the other side when we get to it. Alright guys, we got the boot trunk lid, whatever you want to call it, stripped down pretty close to bare metal. There's a few little primer spots that we'll clean up a little bit later on. The top side of it looks pretty good, but as per usual, oh my god, this car has had a lot of patches put in it. Patches everywhere. I don't think I've touched a panel yet where there hasn't been a patch. Anyway, another big brace patch here. Seems fairly solid though, so I don't think we're going to touch it. I think we can probably still work with it. So we'll just clean it up a little bit. Probably do a little bit of fiberglass, short strand fiberglass over the welds. So anyway, just a quick look at that. I think it's usable, which is a good thing. So obviously we'll make sure of that when we do our final panel fitment. Anyway, we'll flip it over and we'll start to uncover what's on the inside of this thing. Alright, first coat of stripper doing its magic on the inside of the boot lid. So we'll just let that sit. I wish it was a little warmer out. It tends to work a little faster when it's a little warmer, or a little hotter. So we'll just let this sit for a little longer, I expect. But you can see it's already starting to work. You can see some red oxide primer under this. But I can also see where they welded that area now when I take a look at it on the inside. So we'll have to do a little bit of filler work on the inside of this bonnet or boot lid as well. So anyway, we'll come back, we'll get the scraper out. Alright guys, not 100% but about 95%. We've just got a few more edges to clean up, but it's looking not too bad. You can see where they've put that new patch in there along the bottom where they've got the braised edges. So you can also see a little bit of it on the inside here, but it doesn't look too bad, I guess. Anyway, so another panel stripped, so we'll move on to something else. And I just thought I'd give you a quick look of the trunk lid back on the car. And you can see all the brazing work that's been done in the back. So, anyway, I don't think the trunk lid's going to fit too bad. I'll probably do a little bending here and there. We'll also have to get the bracing back in there because that's going to change the shape of the trunk lid as well. And we'll get it all fitted up and fitted as best we can before we get the paint and primer on it. So that's the plan anyway. Just thought I'd give you a quick look at that.